Hello, I'm Asha Reynolds. When Sue Rattanor completed her degree in graphic design in Thailand 15 years ago, there was very little understanding how the internet would impact on communication and business. This has since changed as Sue realised. To compete in the global marketplace, she needed to explore her options. This is Sue's journey to Adelaide to study at TAFE, South Australia.
When I started university and I told my dad that I want to study visual communication design, he kind of questioning me about why do you want to do that, because you can choose medicine or teacher or become a lawyer, something like that, and how you're going to use visual communication design and multimedia to have a career. It's about how you can use your creativity to draw or to create something from a blank canvas and then make it alive. So that's my passion about graphic design. When I finished my bachelor degree, which is 15 years ago, my first job was in recording company. Back then I just did, just plain media, which is printing based and just CD labels and poster, all the stuff. And then I just, kind of developed my position into senior graphic designer, and I had a chance to move on to a next stage, which is Candy 14 magazine, which start from nothing. Just a piece of paper that we're thinking about, how can we produce the magazine that look different. So I start from thinking about the concept of the magazine and the target that we want to market, which I decide. And I think young teenager, and then we're thinking about, try to come up with how the magazine should look and how can we go out to reach the schoolgirl and bring their opinion to the magazine and present it to our magazine. We start a website back then, but because it's still, with people still thinking about websites not easy to access, and then you have to have computer and you have to have a good connection to access the website. So at that time, it's not a major media that you want to focus. So it's about the print.
Over the course of the next 10 years, as Sue was working on that magazine, the world moved into the digital age. Sue had developed very good creative design skills for a print magazine, but the way that the digital media were taking over in the world of print, Sue realised that she needed to move her skills into the digital age. Over the years that Sue was working on the magazine, she moved away from the creative graphic design work to an editor-in-chief position. She really wasn't enjoying the job that much anymore. It was a management role, very long hours, and she'd moved away from the creative work, which was her real passion.
My passion about graphic design is still there. It's still in your creative design, but I can't put myself into that position anymore because of the management responsibility involved.
And she couldn't really get back from that to a creative design job. In Thailand, the culture is very much that you don't go backwards in your career. If she had resigned to go back to being a graphic designer, people would have talked. Why did you do that? Weren't you good enough? Were you sacked? So she thought about doing an IT course and moving to Australia to do that. Got her out of this issue of stepping back from being editor-in-chief. My first impressions of Sue when I first met her at TAFE was that she was a very focused and very determined lady. She knew exactly what it was she wanted to do. She wanted to take the creative design skills that she learnt in Thailand through her degree and through working on the magazine, and combine those skills with the IT skills that she could learn in the IT multimedia course that we were teaching.
We want to get the user's focus toward where they can order products from our website.
From my point of view, I think if you can combine your graphics and then you combine your media and become more involved into interactive and make it more fun and interesting. That's the challenge that you have to come up with a good idea. So now we have website, now we have more technology come out, so then it's up to you to use your creativity.
One of the challenges for Sue was that if you have the creative mind of an artist, a mind that can fly with new ideas, you have a divergent way of thinking. But to be able to implement those ideas on a computer platform, your brain needs to switch into thinking the way that computers work, create convergent logical thinking. And it's quite a trick to be able to do that. Sue managed it.
When you see on the screen for the graphic design, that's about it. You see, you get what you see on the screen, but to the website, after that process, you have to translate, you have to write the languages to make it happen on the screen as you want it. Sometimes it's the design on the screen, it's not the same as when you script it. So yeah, that's the challenge. You have to keep trying to make it right. And I'm a perfectionist, so I want to get everything in line.
There's an awful lot of opportunities for Sue with the skills that she already has. But I think one of the key things about Sue is that she knows she has to continue to develop those skills and continue to develop those skills into the digital age, which is where she's always been heading over this last few years.
The internet become more involved to our part of our life. Like, you have Facebook, you have a normal website, and then you have, who knows, the application on your mobile phone. So it's totally changed from 10 years, 15 years ago, when it just only printing, marketing's involved. You get a newspaper in your letterbox, but now you don't have to. You just go on the website, and then you can have your newsletter, you have your information on your phone.
While Sue was studying the Diploma of Multimedia with us, like a lot of students, she wanted a job to help pay the bills. But she wanted a job where she could use her new skills. One of her lecturers, through his industry contacts, was able to point the class at a job in web design. Most of the class applied. Sue got the job. At the point where she'd completed her Diploma of Multimedia, the job she was doing at that stage made her realise that she needed more specific web design skills. So she came back to TAFE to study a second diploma in web design.
That comes on and off, yep.
When we employed Sue, I needed a graphic designer because we're very big on branding. It was important to us. But when I first saw her portfolio and stuff like that, I thought, great, she's got good multimedia skills. And that's really proved, fantastic for our business, because we do a lot of videoing, podcasts, things like that. And she's just very kind of fussy and very skillful and creative. Our very first wine that we made, we won the winery started Molly Duca, which is actually Aussie slang for a left-hander. My husband and I started that in 2005.
Sarah bring up this idea about how can we name this new wine, which is sparkling Shiraz, and how can we involve the customer to have fun with us again.
What we did is Sue helped us create a website, and we did a Facebook post, and I did a video, so we did all the kind of multimedia things. It was fantastic. So I did a little video saying, here we are at Molly Duca, I'm naming you Sparkling Shiraz, be involved, jump on our website. It's really fun. Sue helped me with the creative design of that. People would hop on our own site that we made for it. It's called Label Our Lefty, which is one of our wines. And people would jump on, have 10 entries. It was so successful. We got 6,000 entries.
If you think about 6,000 names, it's not just 6,000 times that people visit the web page of the campaign itself, but it could be something that people can talk from that point of time, and that means your website or your name getting out to the people and know more about us, and that's the great start for the multimedia.
There's a saying that Australia is the lucky country, but there's another saying that there's no such thing as luck. Luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparation. Sue has prepared herself brilliantly for a career in the digital age by combining her creative design skills from the print media with the IT, multimedia and web design skills. She now has a formidable array of skill, and it's no surprise to me that opportunities have come her way, and I'm quite sure that opportunities will continue to come her way.
What I see myself in the future, I would like to involve with not just graphics design work. I want to use my skill about graphics design and multimedia to become a tool for the company to use in a different project. It's up to you whether you want to use this multimedia tool to create something that gives the purpose of success and fun. It's unlimited, and it's just the passion for me about how can you bring those unlimited to become more fun and keep generating.